Hello everyone, thank you very much for joining me for today's daily snapshot. Today we're going to be looking at the euro pound and how it's responding to the Brexit negotiations. Particularly we're going to be looking at Ishimoku analysis. But before we do that, please take note of the following important information. Please know that CFDs are high risk products and that you should be completely aware of the risks that they pose. Also, please be aware that this is a general commentary only and does not constitute investment advice. And lastly, our sources of information. Okay, thank you very much for that. Let's get on with it. Now, these are the fundamentals that we are looking at. Negotiation tensions are escalating between the UK and the EU, and this is threatening a post-Brexit trade deal. Differences remain over state aid and fisheries, and news overnight suggests that the UK is preparing to override previous agreements, particularly with regards to the hard border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. Without a deal, key UK supply chains are likely to be disrupted. Now, we do note that there are only two final rounds left of trade talks scheduled between now and the 15th of October. And if no agreement is reached by then, it's unlikely that a free trade deal will be negotiated. Let's just bring up our Ishimoku. And I want to draw your attention to the orange lagging line. And you can see that the lagging line is looking to try and move above the cloud. And importantly, is looking to move above the price action. Okay, so we're waiting to see if that does indeed materialize. The next chart characteristics we're looking at is to see if price can break above the cloud resistance, and if the black baseline, if this black baseline can move above cloud resistance as well and start trending in a northeasterly direction. And finally, the last Ichimoku characteristic we're looking at is if the cloud twists and we get some green cloud support underneath us. So the euro pound certainly has a big candlestick today, but we feel it needs to do a little more on the daily Ishimoku to truly reflect that the pound is decelerating, devaluing against the euro per se. Just before we end off, let's take a look at some key takeaways. And you can see here that the UK is preparing for trade talks to fail. Key issues remain over state aid and fisheries. The pound is starting to weaken. But we're looking for a movement above cloud resistance and for an uptrending baseline. If that does happen, we will regard those as bullish developments. Now, if you enjoyed this snapshot, please consider clicking the subscribe button below. Thank you very much for joining today, and I look forward to speaking with you again in the near future.